It is humbling, to say the least. Hi. Only 2-bed, 2-bath, $795. But this is the beach set.
Oh my.
I know. $100,000 for a down payment.
Gabe, what was your review of Costco?
Yeah, there's no way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 12 months to 24 months. Almost $5 grand a month. Holy smackanoli.
Thank you, Angel.
Let's start with the closet.
Shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the land.
That felt so good. At the beginning of the year, Jack and I talked about like our general hopes and dreams for this year and what we wanted to see happen for like our family, house, finances, like all of that stuff. But then for me personally, I wouldn't say they were like resolutions, but I made very concrete goals and things that I knew could be achievable. And instead of being like, I want to work out more and feel more healthy, I was very specific with the two things that I wanted to see. So the first one was, instead of like a general, I want to be healthy and work out more, it was, I want to go on a walk every single day. The beginning of the year was a little rough. It was winter and I wanted to commit. I wanted to bundle up, get outside. But when that Maine winter hits, it is humbling, to say the least. It is a cold that you just forget until the next winter. But that's when we broke out the walking pad and I was able to get in a groove of walking while I worked when she went down for naps. So I started getting in a walk nearly every single day, if not 2 walks. We would do an afternoon walk when the weather started getting nice as a family after work. I really did start seeing a difference as soon as I got really consistent with the jumping on the walking pad while I was working. I just started feeling a lot more energized and healthier. I started feeling physically slightly different. But when I got that consistent routine going and when I got my daily walks under me, and it had been a couple of months, it kind of acted as kind of like a gateway workout, you know, to a point where I started like craving going back to the gym and like actually doing actual lifting workouts or full body workouts, etc. And so I found myself like literally craving doing like YouTube full body type of workouts. The first one that I did, I couldn't walk for 2 days straight. It was so pathetic. I was like, wow, I'm so weak, but it made me feel so good to just feel sore again. I'm not a workout expert. I don't know what I'm doing half of the time, but moving my body in that way just always feels so good. Speaking of homes though, I was showing my brother, or giving him a little insight into like our house hunting journey and like the prices that we're looking at and what's happening with like what that means for your monthly payment and things like that today, because he is not in the housing market like at all. He's not looking to buy. He hasn't seen anything. He doesn't know the realities of it. And we didn't really either. We thought we knew, to be fair. We thought we knew because when we moved here in 2019, we were wondering if we should buy something or like rent a little bit before buying something, see if we really like it before, you know, committing to buying a home here. And when we were looking at the housing prices then and running some roundabout numbers and looking at like what you could get for a certain price, etc., we were like, okay, we have the down payment technically. We would like a little more though. Like how low can we get that monthly payment? You know what I'm saying? But it was possible. It was possible. But then when we started dipping our toes and like it came up after COVID, etc., and we're like, okay, I think we're ready to go in. It might be a little bit more, but we heard rumblings about the market, etc. I think I vlogged about how like we came to the realization that we might not ever actually get to buy a home now. It was sobering. It was a sobering experience is how I will describe it. It has definitely gotten a little bit better. The inventory is a little bit better. Rates are slightly better from when we first started like re-looking again. But I just wanted to run some like scenarios that had my brother's jaw on the floor and ours on the floor when we first started looking, just the reality of everything. So I'm gonna flip you guys over and we're just gonna run some numbers right here, but just obviously remember, this is going to be general. I'm using a general mortgage calculator and it will depend on the lender specifically and their rates, etc. And it will also obviously depend on where you are buying as far as the home prices and the taxes go. Like our home prices from the towns kind of around us are not going to be the same as like the home prices. I was looking in Nashville, Tennessee to get an idea of where my brother is at if he were to buy a home, etc., and it's just not the same. But the income levels in the different parts of the United States are also different, right? So just take that with a grain of salt. If you buy a home in the middle of nowhere, you could absolutely get more bang for your buck. So obviously keep that in mind, but let's just do a little fun activity, shall we? Okay, so for an example, I'm just pulling up Yarmouth, which is a pretty nice town, I would say. It's got a great school system. The taxes are typically higher. This home right here is coming soon. We've got 4-bed, 3.5 bath. It's 550-ish square feet. Really nice home. Almost $2 million, okay? You come over here, this is only above 1,000 square feet. Only 2-bed, 2-bath. $795. Okay. It will also depend on the location within the town, so that might be in a really prime location. This one over here, $499. I like this price. I would like to typically stay within the 5s. The 6s are pushing it for us currently right now, and you'll see why in a second. 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,100 square, only 1,100 square feet. $500,000. Okay, let's use these for example. Let's just use these. So $499, 000. Okay, typically speaking, you've heard that you want to put, if you can, as close to 20% down. At least that's what we've heard kind of growing up, is 20% is so good. You put 20% down, $100,000. $100,000 for a down payment. So for the average person, say you don't have $100K sitting, like to put for a down payment in your bank account, okay? Say you've worked really hard and you have $50,000. So you can put about like 10% down, right? Let me just update this right here. You are going to be paying $36.40. Okay. When we put 20%, that like the $100,000, 20% down, almost over $3,000 a month. And that's putting down 100K. I don't know. That just seems so insane. And that is for, I would say, just a very fairly priced home, but you're not getting a ton. It's cute on the outside. They've kept the outside up, cute little shed, a nice little yard. The kitchen is older. It's older, so you're not even getting, up-to-date situation. It's livable, absolutely livable. There's nothing you would need to do right away to go in there, but for $100,000 down and you've like put all of your hard-earned cash into your down payment and you're still paying $3,600 or $3,300 a month, that baffled me a little bit. But that's not the average price within Yarmouth, Maine. The average price for a home right now in Yarmouth, Maine is $754,000. Let's just see what maybe that would get us. Okay, this is like $695. This little home right here. This is a good one. A good like 750K. Pretty. See, this is really, really gorgeous. But they did some good cosmetic work, that is for sure. How many square feet would this home be? 1,900 square feet. Okay, not even 1 acre of a lot. But hey, 3 beds, 2 baths. Okay, but average home, almost $5,000. Almost $5,000 a month. Holy smackanoli, you guys. Let's travel to a slightly different part of Maine. I just looked up like the top 10 school systems just to get an idea of some pretty good school systems. Yarmouth, for an example, was number 3, so it's like up there as far as school systems, so you might see higher taxes, etc. I went to number 10, which is Brunswick. So let's just see what Brunswick has going on. So we have this home it's 2,200 square feet, so almost twice what we saw before, but still $660,000. This one, $499. I like that price. It's pretty good square footage. It looks really old though. I wonder if the inside is like, oh gosh, you would need some help. Yeah. Oh, not as much, but it's old. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see the condition. Very historic, very haunted, very demure, you know? And then we have this home over here. I would say when we were looking in 2019, a house of this size, depending on where we're looking, again, just a disclaimer there, was around the 500s, okay? We are almost at $700,000. So let's take a gander. This one is 3 bed, 2.5 bath. So a good, you know, family home, depending on how many kids you have. I would say pretty, like there's nothing jaw-dropping about the interior. Nothing that I would have to change. Like we're not looking at a demo situation right away. So let's put this one in. This is the zip, $697,500. 20% of $697,500 for that house, what you get for that house, you'd have to shell out $140,000 essentially dollars. Let's update that. You're still looking at a $4,500 monthly payment. Cool. So let's say you have $100,000. That's what you have to put a down payment on. Let me remind us, this home that's acting like it's like, you know, the Taj Mahal basically for these prices. If I'm being completely honest, $4,800. Okay. I like this one. This one right here. This is what I would like to spend $500K on, but it is $800K. $800,000. How much square feet is this? 2,600 square feet, a 0.28 acre lot. 0.28 acres, 5 bed, 3 bath. Okay, that's what we're looking at as far as house goes, as far as space goes. $5,200 for a 20% down payment. So I'm gonna be honest, when I looked in 2019, when we were like, oh, this actually looks pretty good as far as our down payment goes, we'd like to save up a little bit more because like the majority of people buying homes, you want your monthly payment to be something that you don't stress over. Like you don't want to be like, how are we gonna make this monthly payment like month to month, you know? And so when we were looking in 2019, we found the mortgages very doable for us. Our starting, it's gone up since then, but our starting rent here, I think was $1,800, I wanna say. And the mortgages, if we were to buy something within like the 500K range, I remember thinking like 3 to 500K is like the max we would go back then. But with the down payment that we were comfortable paying or saving up for, as well as the price of the home, we were finding that we were comfortable with the mortgage in comparison to what we were going to pay rent. Just to give you an idea. So $5,200. Apologies if that has my jaw on the floor, you know? It truly still baffles my mind, and we're looking at homes right now. It's really, really wild out there. And I feel like without doing those play numbers, like you just don't have a grasp if you're not within the market right now, like what it actually takes to put down a down payment on a house. And like how much money you have to put down so that your monthly payment isn't $5,000. It's crazy out here. I'm baffled every time I do it, or every time someone asks about it. I'm like, yeah, we're not okay. We're not good out here.
Right. We're gonna need all these bags for some groceries. And then I think we're gonna need both of our Costco boxes.
This is Gabriel's first trip to Costco. Are you as excited as I am to show you it?
I'm super excited.
That's what I thought. I remember my first trip to Costco. Ilya took us. Oh, that's a cute outfit, baby.
Yeah, I hiked your pants up like grandpa.
Yeah, did you? Do you see yourself? Do you like your outfit?
Can I do your hair? Or can I attempt to do your hair? This is a up-and-coming data salon service.
Oh, okay. The data salon is starting hair?
It wasn't a core offering before because we just weren't skilled at it. But we're getting better.
So now you might offer it to a wider array of customers?
Not a wider array of customers. I mean, new customers are always welcome.
Okay.
Mom.
Oh, okay. Oh God. Gorgeous. Gorgina.
1-800-DAD.
We got a solid list for Costco. We've got a solid list for groceries for the week. Mom needs her sunglasses. These actually are incredibly damaged sunglasses. Do you see those? From Annie when she was like teething. She would just like get these in her mouth, and she was obsessed with glasses when she was a little babe. So they don't actually function, but I haven't gotten around to having a pair of glasses, but I feel naked without the glasses on my head, you know? Keens or sneakers?
Keens.
Keens. Great outfit, girlfriend. I love it.
It's like the Home Depot of food.
It literally is, Gabe. Get ready to like have your mind blown. All right. Do you want to be cart pusher? Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Costco.
Welcome to Chip.
The biggest thing is most of the stuff here, you can't get this size anywhere else.
Okay.
So, and the value is better because you're buying a bigger one, you're getting a better deal.
So it's like the price per ounce we did.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like when I call you and I don't know if my toothpaste is a good deal or not.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe,
Yep.
we paid, I knew it was $14.99 for this. How many months ago, baby?
It has to been a year by now.
Like, we've not run out of toothpaste yet. And we paid $14.99 up front and we haven't run out. We first have to hit the bathrooms. Okay.
Okay.
What do you see?
Ooms. Oh my god. Thank you. Only 2 left. Can you grab one of those, dude?
Yeah.
It's a good snack. Down here, we need these. All right, we're all out of all her stuff. So we need yogurt melts. Put those in. Thank you. And then we need these fruit and vegetable pouches.
Berries.
Hi. We ran out of all the stuff, seemingly at once. So far, it's a cart for Annie. We need broccoli. And do they have any? Ooh, they do. I kind of want the sheet pan. No. I'm gonna go through the broccoli first, then we'll get sheet pan veggies. Bub, do you want the protein? Yeah.
Cost effective.
These are $1.12, did we figure out?
Yeah, it was like
Per-
3 cents less or something like that.
Looks like all the eggs are broken, question mark. So we're gonna have to get some at Market Basket. But milk, strawberries. Look pretty good. Yep, these are good.
Believe it.
This is the coolest. We have the bluey regular family set, Bub, but this is the beach set.
Oh my.
I know. And look, it comes with a house.
Probably need those.
A beach house.
Thank you.
Good job, baby.
Donations are getting our manager shape, head shape.
Oh, are they really?
Are they? Thank you.
All right, so what goes in the box?
Everything. We'll try to fit as much as we can. All right.
You're telling me you cold?
Well, no, put it in there and then you can you don't have to like lug it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Gabe, what was your review of
I'm
Costco?
gonna go 8.5.
Nice.
The quality of life change. It's so simple.
Did you hear Gabe's quality of
What
life
was it?
change?
The entrance and exit sides crisscross.
Yeah.
You know, or what would make? Oh, you know, actually, I have a better idea. Switch the side that you put the cards on. That would
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, there is a crisscross traffic situation going on at the entrance. Oh my gosh. You're actually fired. Fired.
What do you mean?
My poor strawberries.
Oh, good.
And a quick but hefty Market Basket run. Beans. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, love, for helping. Thank you.
That's right.
Good job. Thank you. Can you put it in the cart? Very good. Thank you, baby.
I can do that. Put that in the cart.
Eat it.
Nice.
Get this one too.
Nice.
Come on, Butterfinger. Did like a boy of this.
Yeah. Put that in the cart.
Gotcha.
$3 for 3 pounds.
Good job, honey. Gabe headed home just a little bit ago and we just introduced Annie to Frozen. She has a little book that introduces her to like all the characters and she's been very into Olaf and Elsa. And so when we put them on the TV, she was like, they're actually real. Like, she was like very into it, so that's exciting. We've also vacuumed. You guys saw grocery shopping, and one of the things I wanted to do before the weekend ends is I am behind on putting away and storing away Annie's clothes that don't fit anymore. Clothes, shoes, anything winter that definitely won't fit her next winter. It's just filling up space, you know? And so it's time to put it away, but I didn't have any more bin space. So today we went to Walmart and I got a bin. But first, I don't know. I'm not 100% confident that the size bin I should have measured is going to fit in her closet. So let's figure that out together. Let's see if I can even get this bin up on that level. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. We really are busting at the seams over here, aren't we? Okay, figured out that it can fit right in here. There is a few things like in this basket that are for donation stuff. So I think after we do this clear out / storage or decide if we're gonna donate anything, then that'll be a nice time to take some of this donation stuff there. But we've got that there when I fill it with whatever we're gonna fill it with, and then that's usually there so that I can stack, and then the rest of the stuff can stack on top, and then we're good. Since we are here, let's start with the closet.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake, 'cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know, I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought that I would have more room by the end of this clear out than I do in this bin. But this spans anywhere from 12 months to 24 months. So stuff that was up to 12 months, stuff that was up to 18 months, up to 24 months. And unlike all of the other like younger ages, like the 0 to 3, the up to 6, like I feel like if you put a 3-month-old into an up to 6-month-old clothing, like they're swimming in it. Whereas if you put a 12-month-old in 18-month-old clothing, or even like 18-month-old into like 24-month clothing, it kind of blurs, honestly. A lot of this stuff, even though it was labeled like 12-month or 18-month or 24-month, like it would just be slightly oversized, and she wasn't super swimming in it, but we still wore the bigger sizes and the stuff that fit her right then. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know if you're a mom and you found that with your babies too, about these like weird in-between sizes, 12 to like 2T essentially. But did you know that 2T is not the same as 24 months? Yeah, very confusing. And it's great that I had an extra empty wipes box, because there are a few donation bits that just didn't work out for this age span. Like some socks that we didn't really like, either shoes that didn't really fit the bill for this age, etc. And then I wanted to put away some of the sleep sacks that we're bringing out, the lighter sleep sacks, now that the weather's getting a little nicer here. But I still have to wash the new bigger size 0.5 tog, so I'm keeping this smaller one out for now. And then she's not quite grown out of her 1 tog. And I'm getting every last inch out of these things. So those will probably go in the next even month or so. And we've got plenty of space to kind of stuff those in there. But it is bedtime here. I hear her sneaking in some last minute Frozen with her last milk for the night. I keep hearing Yolof or Lolof or Elsa, and she's, oh, her language is exploding. It's so crazy. But anyways, my friends, thank you so much for coming along on this weekend in our life vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to do so down below. I'll also leave my Instagram and my TikTok link down below in case you want to follow me over there. I love you all so much, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye.